Alright, hello and welcome back to another NIKKE guide. So part 2 I would say, okay? So part 2 of NIKKE guide. So what are we going to discuss today? The previous part we've discussed about NIKKE, the characters, right? We discussed about the rarity of the characters, we discussed on how to build a squad, and I've discussed on how to play NIKKE and how does full burst works and stuff like that, right? So what are we going to be covering today? Yes, still the characters, but yes, we're going to be a bit more in-depth today. We're going to go to their builds, their skills, equipment, gears, and so on, and also how to get those. Yep. And after that, we're also going to discuss about Arc, because in Arc we have a lot of modes. Yeah, Lost Sector, Trap Tower, Simulation Room, Arena, and Interception. We're going to be going through all of those today. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, first of all, let's go to NIKKEs and let's discuss a bit more about how to build them. We all know that when you go to squad, this is your combat power, right? Right now my combat power, yeah, is extremely high of 145k 487. But how to increase your combat power, right? First, the most obvious one will definitely be leveling up. Right now, how to level up? Leveling up usually will use these two currencies here. First, sorry, my bad, is a battle data set. How you get this is from doing story missions. Yes, pushing campaigns, you can get them. Doing the current event, you can get them. I'll show you later, okay? And the second is core dust. These two are used mainly to level up your NIKKEs. How about credits? Credits are used to level up your gears and to level up your outpost, which I will show you again later. Now, other than leveling up your NIKKEs, the other important part about getting your power, for your NIKKE power to go up high, is the skills. Alright? So in NIKKE, there's actually 3 skills. So the skill 1, skill 2, and burst skill, right? There's only it. A burst skill is what you use when you burst, but skill 1 and skill 2, both of them will trigger automatically, so you don't have a manual control over them. They will just trigger automatically, right? And you can read everything here. Max level for skills will be 10, right? Will be 10. As you can see here, my right is 10 10 10. Now, how about skills? Now, when it comes to skill, there's actually a certain prioritization, right? A certain prioritization. I'm actually going to put down in the description some of the websites that will list the best build for NIKKE. Okay, they will have the best build for NIKKE. Okay, for example, I'm just going to go into one real quick. So for example, one of the very few websites I really recommend you to get is nikke.gg, for example. And then you can go to characters here. Other than this, you can go to Priden too. That works. For example, let's just get Alice. Okay, let's just get random NIKKE. Now, it will show you what is the ratings, the tier ratings. Like, is she good or not? The skill priority. This is what I was talking about. Now, for example, here usually you go for budget. Now you can see here it's called 747, right? 747. What does this mean? What does 747 means? And what does 10 means, right? 747 means that, let's just go to Alice right now, that her skill needs to be on 747. So it reads from top to bottom. So skill 1 on level 7, skill 2 on level 4, and burst skill on level 7 for budget. For budget, and basically the minimum investment to her skill. What about recommended? Recommended is 10 for 10, which is currently, like me right now, 10 for 10, right? So that is skill prioritization. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check for every single build, or you can go to my Discord. There will be a channel named NIKKE Build. Again, I'll put my Discord server in the description below. If you're interested, you can also ask questions there, and I'll actually tell you, and they'll actually tell you like each NIKKE's build. I'm actually still adding it as of right now, but I hope it'll be completed by the time this video is out. But yeah, now that is skill. How to level up skill? Okay, let's just say I want to level up. Okay, I'm not gonna click level up, of course. Is that skill needs skill manual, skill manual, and an HSTA, or basically a call manual with the yellowish thing on it. Okay, how do we get those? You can get those from simulation room, which I will show you again later. Now, back to the gears. Okay, we already covered our skills. And what about gears? Okay, you're gonna see these my gears are like red. This is the highest rarity. It's called overload, but it doesn't matter. When you first start out the game, you'll see that your gears will start from like this. Okay, the image will be, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit here. So it will start looking like this for now, for example, right? From a grayish and then to a greenish. As you can see, there's a tier here, 1 2 3, then a little bit more greenish, and then here there's called manufacturer bonus. What is manufacturer bonus? Let's just head to the in-game real quick. Then you'll see here. Okay, I'm just gonna get to some of my NIKKEs that have not overload gears here real quick. Okay, let's just go to Lumila, right? Here, this is what we call as manufacturer bonus. When you get a gear, so usually they have those logos in it, right? Now this logos means the manufacturer bonus. That means this gear will be much better when worn with NIKKE from Tetra. How do you know that your NIKKE is from which manufacturer? How do you know that? You can know that by first of all, you can know it by filtering. So here there's actually filter. As you can see here, the company is Elysian, Miscellaneous, Tetra, Pilgrim, Abnormal. That's called the manufacturer for them. And the second is actually simply by taking a look from quick equip. So basically by equipping. So when you're equipping something that is not from your manufacturer bonus, for example, I'm gonna equip this is not her. You can see that it won't light up like this. And usually there will be a red dot here, and if you just hit quick equip, usually they will just equip the best equipment for your NIKKE, right? So that's two ways on how to know. Now back to the website again. Now you get tier 5, you have manufacturer bonus 6, manufacturer bonus 7. As you can see here, it just goes up above 8, and finally you reach the tier 9 manufacturer bonus, and on tier 9 manufacturer bonus you'll get to overload. We're not gonna talk about overloading. We're gonna talk about that in another video because that's towards the end game, is not towards the early game. Now what you're gonna be focusing on is not only the tiers, but how to basically increase like these tiers, and where do you even get these gears from. So when you talk about gears and skills, I'm not gonna go delve deep. I'm gonna go to how you actually get those, right? We know that those are the ways you can actually increase your NIKKE's power level. And also, yeah, I forgot to mention that every gear can be upgraded. Of course, the maximum upgrade level will be level 5, so do not hesitate to upgrade them, because even if you upgrade the lower tier one, when you get a better tier, you can just feed these lower tiers to your current equipment, so you have no problem with that. Also, other than upgrading with this, you can also have what we call here as a boost module. You usually get this either from like CD keys or basically like playing even. If it's just playing campaign, there's a lot of ways to get it, right? So you don't need to worry about it. Now, how to get these? Now we go to ARC. If you see here in the menu section, there's actually an ARC here, and it contains all the game modes that I'm going to explain. First of all, we have Last Sector. Last Sector is basically for cubes. What are these cubes for? These cubes are used to be equipped on your NIKKEs. For example, here, Assault Cube. What does Assault Cube do? Let's take a look at this skill. Activates when entering battle, hit rate up, and damage as strong element is up to. Every cube have different buffs, right? And yes, the way you discover this cube is by doing these lost sectors. Lost sectors are basically puzzles, okay? They're actually guides on YouTube if you're confused on how to finish it. And also they give you gems. See, they give you gems, 500 per clear, and some other mess here, like those modules used to upgrade your NIKKE gears, credits. They also give you batteries to upgrade your cubes, and some recruit vouchers for you to pull. So I highly recommend you to push Lost Sector if you haven't. Go to the next one. what goes after Lost Sector? Trap Tower. What is Trap Tower for? Now Trap Tower, usually you only have this Trap Tower, you should not have this for open. So I'm just gonna focus on here, the normal Trap Tower. Now Trap Tower is basically, if you gun from other gacha game, it's like the Spiral Abyss, but it's endless. Okay, it's like endless tower. Okay, it can go from level 1 to level, I don't know, like 600 is like basically endless. Okay, and I think there is a cap, but you guys don't need to worry about the cap because you're not gonna reach the highest level in Trap Tower anytime soon. And every time you raise up, of course, the CP requirement, the recommended power will actually increase. And every time you defeat these stages, they will give you gems and credits. Basically, if you want to farm your pools, do your Trap Towers. Okay. Now that's simple about Trap Tower. Now let's go now to the two of the most important modes you have to actually look other than Lost Sector and Trap Tower, which is Simulation Room and Interception. Okay, Simulation Room is where you get your skills. Okay, you guys been talking about like where do we get our skill? Like how do we get our skill materials? You can get your skill materials from doing Simulation Room. So do whatever you can. If you cannot do, I highly recommend you to just, you see here, there's usually a number, right? Recommended, and there's a number plus here. This is basically the recommended power. So if you think that you're close to either of these numbers, then do it according to your power levels, okay? According to your power level. When you're doing Simulation Room, you'll get a buffs, technically, in the buff chain here. And it will actually increase the CP of your squad when you get more these buffs. Basically the buffs is gonna come in like circle, triangle, whatever. You just have to match those shapes, and 3 shapes of the same kind will actually gain a more like huge buff towards your team, right? This basic Simulation Room. If you have played other gacha games, maybe like Honkai Impact or Honkai Star Rail, then it will be better described as like the Divergent universe in HSR, and in Honkai Impact, then this would be Elysian Realm. It's something similar to those, okay? But instead, this is daily, not weekly. So yeah. Now with the gun to Simulation, now Interception, highly recommended to do it. So when you go first, Interception will look like this, right? And you'll be on level D, okay? You'll be on level D. Now you'll be asking about how to get gears, how to upgrade gears. This is the way you do it. So when you just started out, of course you're gonna be on level D. Now when you encounter these bosses, they're gonna have a phase. Okay, that's basically like how much damage you can do to the boss, and that will be calculated and they will be staged, right? For example, I'm just gonna go quickly here and try to do the easiest one with only red food, only one Nikke, because more will be overkill. Just to show you guys what I mean by phases in Interception, right? For example, I'm gonna go get Outpost here real quick. I'm just gonna shoot. Can you see how like the bar here like increases as I do more damage to the enemy? Like, bam, bam. Now it's already 6, right? Out of a total of 9 maximum. Okay, I'm just gonna do her burst here and end it. So here I already entered the maximum reward, right? If you can defeat the boss, you're gonna get all the rewards here, right? Here, for example, here I've did it until the 9th phase gauge, which is the biggest one. Then I'll get all the rewards here. Let me show you here in the reward, and then I'll get this here, the very final part, which is a boost module to upgrade your gears. A level D stage 9 reward, as you can see now. Which phase are we on? You can take a look at this again. We're already on phase tier 3 or 4 with the possibility of manufacturer bonus, right? And that's basically how you upgrade your tier, and how you upgrade the CP or the combat power of your NIKKEs is through these gears. So pay attention to that. Now, as time passes on, you're gonna go level S. Oh my god, and let's see the reward. Even much more better. You can even have gears to up to higher tiers, to the purple one, 7 to 8. Higher. And then After that, you're gonna unlock Interception EX, where you already start to actually get the gold ones, and you start to go to Endgame, which is tier 9, and tier 10, which is Overload. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it here. So that's all you need to know about Interception. Very important to keep in mind. And of course, later on, you're gonna unlock Anomaly Interception, which is now, but that again, that's for another time. It's not important right now. And finally, Arena. Arena is basically the PvP of NIKKE, and this is basically it. This is PvP, okay? If you don't want to do it, then it's fine, to be honest. If you want to do it, it's also fine. It's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Me personally, I just do it for fun. And also, I forget, but you actually can get gems based on your standings again, based on your ranking. So you can actually get gems here, if I remember correctly. The season end, yeah. You can actually get gems, but again, this is not much for the beginner play, because again, this is PvP. So just don't forget to claim the tickets here. As you can see, there's a special reward here, and if you claim it, it's actually tickets here. Let me just claim it real quick. Here, touch these thing, and you can claim. It's actually a ticket here. SP arena point is not important. What's important is the ticket, the arena exchange voucher. Okay, you can claim here. Let me just claim real quick. So what are those tickets used for? Is going to be used in the arena shop that I already discussed in the previous video. If you haven't seen that, so see. Okay, we discussed about NIKKE builds in just overall fast one, how to increase your combat power, and we already discussed about arc and the other modes. Now I'm gonna discuss more on how to efficiently farm the materials for leveling up your NIKKEs, right? Which is the bottle datas and the core dust that I've been talking about. The 3 primary currency basically NIKKE other than the gems, right? Which is bottle data set, credit, and core dust. Now first of all, when you're playing NIKKE, especially when you play the current event here, which is All Tales, right? I'm just gonna go to the current event. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you play it. All Tales is extremely good, both on story side and again, reward wise is also very recommended to do the event. Now let me just go to the shop real quick. It's gonna take some time, but it's fine. So if you play the event, you actually as you finish the story stages, you actually get currencies, and from the missions you'll get these what we call mirror fragment, which is the current event currency, and you can use those to buy the vouchers, as special vouchers or the record vouchers. But what we're gonna be going through here is basically the skill materials here, very important, and these set case, which is the primary currency to upgrade your NIKKE. Again, that's why I tell you to never slack off when there's an event. Please play the event, because the event is made to be beginner friendly, and you guys should be able to do the story, right? If you're active, okay. If you only played for 1 day and you just want to do all until the hard mode, then it's gonna be impossible, right? You have to progress through a bit. So we have the vouchers, we have the skill metrics, we have these. Okay, now there's one way to get these when there's an event. Other ways to get it other than an event will be from the Outpost. Okay, so from the Outpost defense, of course, every day, don't forget to claim this. It will actually give you battle dataset to upgrade your NIKKE. It will give you quotas to upgrade your NIKKE, and again, it will give you credit to upgrade the stuffs in Outpost, which I'm going to discuss now. So in Outpost, I don't know if it's unlocked for you guys or not, but there should be a bulletin board. Never select this off, always dispatch someone. So I'm gonna claim here. It will actually give you again the Ultra Boost module, and see, I get a credit case. It's random, every day it's random, and sometimes it can even give you gems if you're lucky, you know. And for the other stuff like maintenance box, in the maintenance kit, we're gonna discuss it in the part 3 video, which is about dolls and more about cubes and other stuff. Alright, so dispatch, I already have dispatched my NIKKE, so I cannot dispatch again. But you can see here that you can get credit case, you can get credit, you can get core dust, you can get all sort of stuff basically, right? Other than that, you can also use your credits to actually upgrade the Tactics Academy. So if you go here, I recommend you to not also slack on this. Upgrade your tactic academies. They use credits, as you can see here, 5,000 credits, and you see that this actually increases a lot of stuff. First, building slots, credit requirement, combat portrait requirement, yada yada. You can just read for yourself, and these actually will increase your combat power in a way. See, core does increase. Extra rewards when doing interception level D. Remember the interception mode I just talked about? Yes. That's why I tell you, never slack off these. Build it as much as you can. Now, usually they will say like study 3-4 dispatch lesson, construct hospital, stuff like that. Now, the requirements basically tells you to basically build something. For example, here, there's a plus here. So hit that, oh, sorry, hit this here. There's a plus, right? You can construct something. Now, right now, there is no building for me to construct because I've constructed every single building. But when there's a building to construct, then please just build it, because you don't know, you might be able to unlock one of this stuff in Tactics Academy that you can upgrade it later on. How to get, so when you want to construct, you basically need a blueprint. Again, I cannot show you here because I already did it. Well, how you get those blueprints is simple. It's just by basically playing the campaign. So everything comes back to where pushing campaign story. Whenever you can, push campaign story. Never slack off campaign, because it will give you a lot of stuff, especially in newer players. Give you more materials. Level up your outpost defense equals to more rewards. Level up your outpost tactical academy, more rewards, and so on, so on. Okay, so that's basically how you increase your NIKKE's combat power. I discussed about the modes in NIKKE in ARC mode 2. And again, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video for the part 3. I hope this video been helpful for you guys, for the newer players, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye everyone, enjoy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.